Okay. So this is my friend Jillynn Fisher, and we've known each other for a very long time. We used to go to church together 20 something years ago. But she was a respiratory therapist for 13 years and was able to quit her job at a level 1 trauma center to stay home with her 4 children. They all live on a farm, and she homeschools her children and loves educating people on what these products can do for their health and their lives.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Deanna. I I'm so glad you guys all took the time to be here. I just want to say there are really a million places that you could be tonight, and you chose to be here. So I'm just super thankful that you guys chose to do that. I promise it will be worth your time. And I know that whether this is information for you or for somebody that you know and care about, it is going to be information that's going to be super, super helpful. So I am actually going to hit mute and we're going to get started. Um, like she said, I was a respiratory therapist for 13 years. Um, and I worked at Mercy Hospital here in Des Moines. I also worked at Methodist some too. And I was introduced to this information by a friend, and I told her she was crazy and that she was trying to sell snake oil for about 2 years. But a little bit about my background: I have suffered since I was 8, but in junior high, I was put on prescription medication for severe pain. Um, and it would be debilitating to the point where I would lay on the couch. I'd be in dark rooms. I couldn't get up. I couldn't function. And the medication was a Band-Aid. It was not fixing the root of the problem. It was just fixing the negative symptoms that I did not want in my body. And so when I was pregnant with my 4th baby, I could not take that prescription anymore because it was unsafe for me to take. And so I was desperate. I was laying on the couch 4 to 5 days a week. And when I would try and sit up, I would either puke or I would pass out from the pain. And I did not realize it at the time, but this problem controlled my life. It controlled every decision I made. It controlled when I did stuff, when I didn't, if I thought it was going to happen, if I didn't. And it was just awful. And so the only thing I remember my friend said was that this was natural. And I was like, oh, you can do natural things when you're pregnant. And so I took the ingredients to my midwife, to all the doctors I worked with at the hospital, and to a million different people. I love research, and I love learning. And so I was just like, you know what? If I can take this and it's safe, I will try anything. Fast forward 7 years, I have not had a single solitary issue in the last 7 years. And it's not because this is a miracle pill or anything like that. It's just because our bodies are miracle bodies. And if they're given what they need to live in a state of health, they absolutely will. So I am actually going to share my screen with y'all. And we will get started. Oh, I don't even have it. There we go. So what we're talking about is a company called LifeVantage. And this company is a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. This is just saying that, whatever you choose to do with this information, things work when you work, and not everything works the same for everybody. So this is my family. I have 4 kiddos. I homeschool 4 kiddos. We live on an acreage outside of Des Moines, and we have all the crazy animals, including that is Mr. Caesar Featherington, our male peacock. I love him so much. But we have sheep and cows and chickens and ducks and dogs and all the things. And like I had said, I was skeptical about this information. So wherever you find yourself, just know that my only job here tonight is to give you information. At the end, I will definitely stick around for questions, but to get your questions answered, and you get to decide for yourself what you want to do with this information. So back in 2005, an ABC investigative report aired. And if you know anything about investigative reports, they usually ended up with somebody going to prison and a company being shut down. And I'm actually going to share the beginning of that investigative report with you. Actually, most of that investigative report, and I'll come back and fill you in. It is old, it's from 2005, but it's really important that you pay attention to words like oxidative stress and the things that he talks about around that. because what you're going to see here has not been replicated. And this is almost 20 years old. So I will come back in just a second.
Following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life.
It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm it.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. Taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Okay, so
Following is an ABC primetime investigation.
let's keep going. There you go. Okay, so that ABC investigative report aired back in 2005, and over $5 million worth of sales came through in the next week. And they were not able to mass produce $5 million worth of Protandim. He was a scientist in a lab. He was given zero notice that this investigation was going to get done. And so they put this on the shelves of Rite Aid and GNC and Walgreens about 8 months later. And we're selling about a bottle per store per month. The company is publicly traded, and they were going to be delisted. So they hired an external consulting company to come in, and that is why we are in this industry now, because the average person doesn't know what oxidative stress is. A lot of doctors do, and 50, 60 years ago, they believed if you eat all the antioxidants and you exercise, you're going to have enough effect on those negative free radicals that you're going to be healthy. And those things are very, very, very important. But what we know is that our world is toxic, and we live in the most toxic environment in the history of the United States and of this entire world. And so everything causes this thing called free radical damage. When built up, it is oxidative stress, and it's from eating our food, too much and too little exercise, environmental toxins. The big one is this 5G network. It is wreaking havoc on people's cells. And so the amount of free radical damage happening in our cells is trillions and trillions every second of every day of our life. And so you cannot consume enough. Is that popping up for you guys? I don't know if you can hear that. But you cannot consume enough antioxidants to combat trillions and trillions of free radicals. And so basically, I was a respiratory therapist. Oxygen is great, but oxygen is what rusts our bodies. So when you cut open an apple and set it on the countertop, it turns brown, right? That's oxidation. Oxygen is hitting that apple and turning it brown. That is what is happening in your body at a cellular level, and it affects every part of your body. So for some people, that's going to look different than others. From Alzheimer's to Parkinson's, diabetes, migraines, anything with the eyes, heart, skin. This is all stuff that is dramatically affected by high levels of oxidative stress in the body. And so the best way that I know to combat that oxidative stress is called protandim NRF2. NRF2 is actually a pathway in your cells, and he was talking about those enzymes. Those enzymes that he was talking about that we can increase is superoxide dismutase, catalase, and glutathione. And I know during COVID, glutathione was a major buzzword. People were doing very expensive injections of glutathione because it is the master immune response of the body. But when I first saw this, I was like, sweet, I take turmeric and I drink green tea sometimes. So I'm activating this NRF2 pathway thingy, whatever you're talking about. But it is the synergy, it's the recipe, the combination of this that is able to reduce oxidative stress at a cellular level 40% in 30 days and 70% with continued use. And you guys, this is the only product in the entire world, both in the supplement world and in the pharmaceutical world, that can legally make that claim. That is absolutely unheard of. And so what I was talking about with antioxidants is you can consume an orange and say you eat a molecule of vitamin C, that is an antioxidant molecule, you are going to kill one free radical. And then that antioxidant molecule is used up and it can't be used again. What we're doing is turning on your own body's production of glutathione. One molecule of glutathione is going to kill 1 million free radicals before it's used up and can't be used again. So what your body is capable of doing is so much more potent than anything you can do externally. But what's interesting is this pathway is shutting off at younger and younger ages. So we're seeing it affect a lot of people even younger. And so these are the people that did research. Now, I will tell you, I worked in the medical world. I see the benefits of it in some areas. 2 of my 4 children would literally not be living on this earth right now without medical intervention in their life. So I'm thankful for it, and it has its time and its place. But they have completely missed the mark on everything related to actual health, in my personal opinion. And so I was looking for a way to not just put a Band-Aid on a problem. I did not want to. There's a reason the body is responding this way. And if you get to the root of that, you can do incredible things. So NRF2, this is a study done by Washington State University, said it may become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. That is huge. And that is just one of the pathways that we talk about. There is the NRF1 pathway, and the NAD production of your body increases sirtuin production. But NRF1 goes to the mitochondria of your cells. You cannot have an autoimmune disease without having a direct mitochondria dysfunction associated with it. So makes sense, if your mitochondria are freaking out, not doing what they're supposed to, you're going to develop these things that you don't want. And what you want your mitochondria to do, if they are damaged and not doing well, is you want them to die. You do not want them to mutate, right? So this goes to the mitochondria of the cell through the NRF1 pathway and affects that. So if you want to learn more about that, we can go into that another time. This is just a high-level overview of that, but this is something that every single one of the people that I know and love take if they have any form of autoimmune issues going on. Also, collagen, okay? I know that there are a million collagens out there, but I will tell you, I have yet to find one like this. My chiropractor was facing not being able to adjust her patients because her wrists hurt so bad. And she was getting her wrists adjusted 3 to 5 times a week. And she was in a lot of pain. She had been taking expensive collagen for 2 decades, you guys. Like, she had started on the powdered collagen, realized that liquid was better, switched to liquid, switched to this collagen, and has not had her wrist adjusted in a year and is doing phenomenal. But why is collagen so important? It makes up 25 to 35% of the structural protein of your body, which is huge. And this affects everything, everything. Your gut, your nails, your eyes, liver, sleep, mental health, all of these things. Most people take collagen for the outside effect, right? But what I love is I like to see what it does on the outside, but I want to know what it's doing on the inside. And if you just imagine, the outside reflects what's inside. So it is amazing. These numbers are the 8-week clinical trial. And I just wanted to point out real quick before I move on that the depths of crow's feet right here, I'm not a skincare person, so I don't take collagen for that reason. But when an esthetician looks at this and is like, are you kidding me? Decrease of crow's feet by 22%. I'm like, that's not even like the biggest number on here. You sure you're not interested in this like blood catalase thing? Like, this is not a big number. It's 22. She goes, with Botox, that is what we can do. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is non-toxic. This is good for you. You're not putting botulism toxin into your body. So in my opinion, documentation beats conversation. I know all of these people in these pictures. This is my friend Maria's leg. She lives in Phoenix. There's just so many amazing things that happen in the body when the body is turned on and given what it needs to live in a state of health. So I'll just flip through these super quick. This is my friend Sean Poe, his face. I think that these are called like marionette lines or something like that. This is my friend Shauna. She was on a collagen that was a very considered high quality collagen for about 30 years. And this picture is after 30 years on that collagen. And this picture is after 15 days on ours. So big differences. This is my friend Becky and my friend Seth. Becky, just the crow's feet. She is 76 years old. I think she told me that the other day. It's insane. It's just amazing what this can do. This is a man who had radiation for skin cancer, and then just the differences that you're able to see there. So this is what I love. Can you imagine what happens on the inside when this happens? So the biggest reason that we have a liquid collagen is, wow, that skipped. Sorry, is because it is very bioavailable. It's a hydrolyzed collagen. Powdered collagen is only 10 to 30% absorbable into the body. And really, it's like you're putting a rock into your body and saying, here's 5 hours, get it figured out. Whereas with liquid, it's that rock broken up into tiny little pieces of sand and saying, okay, now use this. Your body's able to use it. The other big thing that I love is the fact that there are 10 types of collagen in this product. Ruby red quinoa extract is what activates your body's production. There aren't other collagens on the market that can say, I activate your own body's collagen production. Every single collagen out there replenishes lost collagen stores. But this one not only activates and replenishes, it also maintains. It stops your body from losing collagen density. So I like this. The picture is showing just the increase in density in the skin. And for a lot of people, you know, they're like, okay, how can this help me? And as you saw on that slide back a couple slides ago, there are so many things that the body, I guess, portrays when there's something wrong. And for this person, it's going to look like cancer. And for this person, it's going to look like arthritis. And this person, it's going to look like an autoimmune disease. But when your body is functioning the way it should, it does incredible things. And I know Deanna has seen some pretty awesome stuff. And then this is our new skincare line. It's actually our enhanced skincare line. We've had the best skincare line in the world, in my opinion, because it was tested on melanoma skin cancer. That's why this even exists. Scientists were doing a study on that, not related to us at all. That's what I love about our studies, is that we cannot do studies like that, but we have studies done on everything because of that ABC report. You can just see the difference in somebody's skin in 15 minutes. That's pretty awesome. So I will fly through that stuff, but all of our products are clean, which is really important to me because I don't want to be putting toxic chemicals on my body. If you're using stuff like Suave and Herbal Essence and all the junk you can get at Walmart on your scalp, if you put a new toxic chemical on your scalp that was not pulled out of a blood draw previously, you put a chemical on your scalp, within 7 seconds, they will pull that toxin out of your bloodstream, out of a lab draw in an arm. That is how incredibly absorbent our skin is. And we need to make sure that we are not putting junk on it. It's our first line of defense. It's our biggest organ. So I'm going to talk real quick about a few more things. Axio is my go-to. People ask me all the time, how do you have an acreage and own 3 businesses and homeschool 4 kids? It's called Axio. It's like the greatest stuff on planet Earth. My kids love it. They drink Axio every day. But I love this picture. This is my friend Dr. Brett Brimhall's nephew. After taking Protandim and Axio, and then 2 weeks later, you can just see the difference in focus. It's like it turns on the neurotransmitters of your brain. It's a nootropic that allows your brain to fire straight and clean and not scattered. I have a lot of kiddos that take this, and I say they have superpowers because, you know, ADHD, autism, ADD, they're being diagnosed like at a rampant rate, and parents don't want to put their kids on drugs, but a lot of times they feel like they're forced to, and there are other options out there versus doing that. And this, I've seen just incredible stuff with it. So we have amazing products. We don't have a ton of them because we want our products to be the best, and they really, really are. That AM and PM, that's your vitamins and minerals at the right time. A lot of like multivitamins have your vitamins and minerals given to you just to throw the kitchen sink at your body and hope it all sticks. People that are taking that Rise AM and Reset PM notice massive changes in their sleep. Massive. And then also, what was the other one I was going to touch on? I don't even remember now. Oh, Pet Tandem. Everyone loves their pets. I have pets. I love my pets. And our chocolate lab was at the place where he couldn't stand up. And I have a reason for telling you this story. So he could not get up the 3 steps on our front porch. And my friend brought me over a bottle of this, and she's like, just give it to your dog. I was like, it's not going to do anything. We have to put him down. He's in so much pain. She's like, try this. So I'm giving him 1 pill. He should have been taking 3. I know everything with pets is weight related. Didn't even think about it. Was giving him 1 pill of Pet Tandem, and within 2 weeks, he was running around our property again like a puppy, running up those stairs. And I'm a visual learner. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, this is what is happening in my body. Dogs don't have a placebo effect, right? This is what's happening in my body, but at a slower rate. Dogs produce oxidative stress 7 times faster than humans, but they also can reduce it 7 times faster than humans. So what I saw visually in my dog, that is what's happening in every single mammal on a cellular level when they take this. So sorry, I think choked on my spit or something. So there's a couple ways that you can get started. We have an amazing customer program. If you want to be a customer, be a customer. We love our customers. We take really, really good care of them. You get 10% off of retail pricing. You get money back on like coupons that you get, you know, on your anniversary. You get a full-size free product, all kinds of stuff. 90% of my business is happy customers, people who take these products, love the products, and they stay on them because they do incredible things in their body. So I tell everybody, get in where you fit in. Like if you want to be a customer, be a customer. But I'm going to talk to you about all of it. because I'm not going to prejudge anybody. I don't know where anybody's at. And even when I think I do, I'm so far off. But I think we can all agree that the world has lost its mind in the last 18 months with inflation and all of that. So I am going to talk money. And it's because somebody was willing to do that with me. They could have easily looked at my life and said, she is a busy mom. Her husband's taking 22 credits in college. He's working full-time retail. She's working 2 jobs. She has 3 little kids. She's pregnant. Too busy to do a business. And I'm so glad they did not prejudge our life, because 2 weeks before our 4th baby was born, my husband was fired from his job and I was on bed rest. And we had 0 notice. They fired 6,000 people in one day. And something in me snapped. And I was like, okay, we've been here and we've done this, and I'm done. I'm done building something for somebody else that can be taken away from me. And I did not know that this was going to be the avenue God would use in my life. But it has been the biggest blessing to our family. We have been able to do things that we never thought we would ever be able to do. And it's simply because I knew that this could help people. I kept sending everybody I knew to my friend, because I was like, oh my goodness, my brother has Lyme disease. He needs this. Oh my goodness, my parents have all that, like the genetic pool is crap. We have really got to get this in them. And I just kept sending people to my friend. And my husband was like, are you going to stop telling people about this? I was like, no, because I believe every single person needs it. So no, I'm not going to stop telling. He's like, you need to do the business. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I have never sold a thing in my life. I am a stay-at-home mom well, not at that point, but I was working from home and working at the hospital. I was like, but I don't like, peopling is hard. I don't love that. I'm kind of introverted. I don't want to do that. No, I'm not doing that. And they just kept telling me what we do is simple. And I'm never, ever, ever going to tell you what we do is easy, because nothing worthwhile in life is easy. But I will tell you, we do this very simply. We share information, get people's questions answered, and let them decide for themselves what they want to do with this. And so I said, fine, I will be coachable and I will be teachable. And in 90 days, I'll be able to come back and tell you, you can't make money in this business. I hate being proven wrong. I despise it, but it has blessed our family greatly. And so I was able to hit that rank of Pro 3 in 30 days and the rank of Pro 5 in 120 days, and walk away from my 13-year career at the hospital within 120 days. And it's not because I'm amazing. It's not because I knew what I was doing. I couldn't even say the words superoxide dismutase, but I knew that this could help people. And I kept thinking of all the people that it could help. And so you might be there, but if you look down that second column and look through that and think, okay, at what point would that be life-changing money for your family? Because I know right now, the average bankruptcy in the United States, 90% of bankruptcies in the United States would actually be fixed with an extra $600 to $700 a month. And if you're not the person going to bed tonight wondering how you're going to pay your bills, I know you know a million people that are, especially in the economy we live in. And this is a good way to build an income on the side of what you're doing. Or it can become something like it has for us, where it has replaced my income and hopefully very soon my husband's income as well. So we travel. Dubrovnik, I never knew Croatia was a beautiful place that I wanted to visit, and it is. It's gorgeous. I'd go back in a heartbeat, but they pay for us to travel, and it's really, really fun. So I will leave you with this. The traditional 40 to 50-year plan used to work. People had pensions. People had health at the end of retirement. But the average Social Security check today, I'm going to go back here real quick. The average Social Security check today is about $1,300 to $1,400 a month. That's our Pro 4 rank in this company. We have a few different names now, but what we're doing here is you're earning money while you're learning how to do this. And so Erin Brockovich is on our board of directors. I've spoken with her 3 times, and she is very intimidating, but she doesn't join just any company. She joins the best, and she absolutely loves our products. But Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to work while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And that is so incredibly true. It's not even funny. So if this is not an avenue for you to make an extra income, find a way to make another income, because if you're depending on one or even two incomes, you're only one income away from nothing. So wherever you find yourself, get back with the person that invited you, because they thought of you for a reason. And so nobody wants to be the crazy person that drives everyone nuts, but they did think of you. So make sure you let them know where you're at. If you want to be a customer, great, we can get you set up and all your stuff will ship directly to you. If you have questions about anything, we can get those questions answered for you. If you're ready to get started with a business, we are here to walk you through every single step of the way. You're not just thrown in to figure it out yourself. So hope you enjoyed the information. I am going to stop record and then we can answer questions. Have a good night.